chosen one. You are not here by accident. You did not click this message by chance, curiosity, or coincidence. This moment was scheduled by heaven. The timing is precise. The alignment is intentional. God Himself has drawn you into this exact second because something is moving on your behalf right now, quietly, powerfully, and suddenly. Chosen one, hear this in your spirit. You are standing at the edge of a supernatural breakthrough. What has been delayed is being released. What has been hidden is being uncovered. What was stored away beyond your reach is now being commanded into motion toward your life. This is not gradual. This is not slow. This is sudden elevation, sudden provision, sudden confirmation. Anointed one. Scripture reminds us that the vision awaits an appointed time, but when it comes, it will not delay, just as written in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. And that appointed time is now. Heaven is rerouting resources. Divine wealth is shifting locations. Doors you did not knock on are opening. Streams you did not build are flowing. This is a sacred moment, a holy interruption, a divine transfer. Stay present, stay open. Let your faith rise, let expectation awaken, because what God is about to do will not come from visible effort, but from invisible orchestration. Chosen one, prepare your heart. What follows is not information, it is activation. Chosen one, hear me slowly and clearly. The movement you are sensing did not begin in your bank account, your inbox, or your circumstances. It began in the unseen. Long before the notification, the message, the call, or the confirmation arrives, heaven initiates motion where human eyes cannot see. I know this because I have lived through seasons where nothing appeared to move, yet everything was shifting beneath the surface. What matters now is not how fast it comes, but whether your spirit is ready to receive it without fear, guilt, or disbelief. This is not a trickle season. This is overflow. This is not delay. This is divine acceleration timed precisely for your capacity. There were moments when financial streams remained blocked, not as punishment, but as protection. You were not being denied. You were being prepared. I remember praying for breakthroughs I did not yet have the strength to steward, and later realizing that mercy withheld what immaturity would have mishandled. Chosen one. The foundation is different now. The inner work has been done. The character has been refined. The timing has aligned. And now your capacity matches heaven's instruction to release what was once held back. This next movement will not respond to striving. It responds to alignment. The money you once chased through exhaustion is now being assigned to locate you without struggle. Debts that felt permanent are lifting suddenly, not because you earned relief, but because divine intervention has overridden the system. This is how it works when God steps in. Needs are met before they are spoken. Solutions appear before panic can rise. The shift may feel quiet inside, but the results will speak loudly around you. Do not be surprised if provision arrives from places you never considered. I have watched help come through strangers forgotten, connections, delayed refunds, quiet opportunities and conversations that seemed casual but carried destiny. The world calls it luck because it cannot trace the source, but you will recognize the signature. This is orchestration. This is supernatural currency moving through natural channels without explanation. Chosen one, stay alert without becoming anxious. Divine surprise does not announce itself in advance. It arrives while your attention is elsewhere. A message you were not expecting, a deposit that clears without warning, a door that opens without negotiation. You are being positioned not as a beggar, but as a receiver, not as someone pleading, but as someone trusted. This blessing is not tied to your productivity, it is tied to preparation. You are being upgraded without meetings approved, without pitches, favored without explanation. What was hidden is being remembered. What was forgotten is being restored. And you are not on the edge of this movement. You are at the center of it. When divine favor activates, money stops being chased and starts responding. It recognizes alignment. It follows anointing. It locates calling. You are not behind. You were hidden. And hidden things are revealed at the appointed time. Even now, while it looks quiet, rearrangement is happening. Silence does not mean stagnation. It means sacred preparation. The hunger you felt was not to harm you, but to prepare you to value what is coming. And what is coming will arrive with peace, not pressure. This provision carries confirmation. It is God saying, I saw your faith when no one applauded. I recorded your generosity when it cost you. I measured your patience when it would have been easier to quit. And now I am responding. Chosen one, do not underestimate how quickly everything can change. One yes, one clearance, one release, one unexpected opening. The pace of your life is about to increase, not through stress, but through supply. You will notice that solutions are already searching for you. This is not just a good season, it is restoration. What was hidden was never lost. It was protected. And now it is returning with increase. You are not being reimbursed, you are being rewarded. Heaven has marked you as a landing place for this transfer. Make room, stay open, stay grounded. This movement has already begun. I want you to breathe and let that truth settle. Nothing about this shift is fragile. It is stable, intentional, and protected. You will not lose it through fear or mishandling. Grace will teach you how to carry it well, how to steward it wisely, and how to remain anchored while everything around you begins to change without panic pride or the old survival mindset returning. Chosen one. As this divine movement unfolds, understand that heaven is not only releasing provision, it is reshaping your entire relationship with abundance. You are stepping out of the mindset of survival and into the rhythm of supernatural flow. I know what it feels like to live in the tension between believing for more and seeing nothing shift on the surface. I've stood in seasons where promises felt distant, where prayers felt unanswered, where silence weighed heavy. But it was in those very seasons that God was teaching me the difference between self-provision and divine supply. What is coming to you now is not the result of hustle, it is the manifestation of timing. And timing carries an authority that effort alone can never achieve. Chosen one, hear me, what has been beneath the surface is breaking through. Just as a seed pushes through soil long after the planter walks away, so are the financial movements that have been forming in hidden places. You may not have perceived the shift, but heaven did. You may not have seen the signs, but the roots were strengthening. You have been in preparation mode without even realizing it. Every moment of endurance, every piece of wisdom gained, every painful lesson, every quiet act of trust. All of it was constructing the vessel that could finally hold what God is releasing. This is why the movement feels sudden. Not because it began suddenly, but because it is revealing itself suddenly. There were transactions aligned for you in the spiritual realm long before your name appeared on paperwork. There were approvals stamped over your destiny before they ever reached human hands. When God activates a financial shift, it does not struggle through systems. Systems bow to it. Obstacles rearrange, delays dissolve, opposition loses grip. Because divine timing is the highest authority in any realm. Chosen one, expect provision from places that once overlooked you. Expect opportunities from doors you never knocked on. Expect yeses that contradict every no you heard before. This is untraceable wealth, meaning the natural explanation will never match the supernatural origin. People will assume you made a clever move or landed a strategic connection, but you will know the truth heaven intervened. And let me tell you something from experience. When grace begins to carry you, even your smallest steps produce fruit. The same effort that once led to nothing suddenly multiplies. A conversation becomes a contract. A forgotten skill becomes income. A delayed decision becomes divine timing. I have watched God take what felt ordinary in my hands and breathe on it until it became extraordinary. And He is about to do the same for you. Chosen one. This shift is not just financial, it is deeply personal. You are being restored in places money could never touch. Confidence is rising where insecurity once lived. Peace is settling where anxiety once ruled. Identity is being rebuilt where scarcity once shaped your thoughts. This is why the blessing comes with ease. It is not entering a broken vessel, it is entering a strengthened one. You endured the season designed to form you. Now you are stepping into the season designed to fund you. You may begin to notice subtle signs, a sudden clarity in your decisions, an unexpected peace about your future, a gentle loosening of old fears. These are indicators that your spirit is already aligning with overflow. Heaven does not release abundance into chaos, so peace is often the first signal that provision is on the way. Chosen one, pay attention to how you feel, drawn to new places, new ideas, new possibilities. These nudges are not coincidence, they are the guidance of the same God who is orchestrating your financial elevation. I have learned that divine leading often feels like a quiet pull, a gentle shift in desire, a recurring thought that refuses to leave. Follow these impressions. They are part of your strategy. Angels are already involved in this process. And I don't mean that in a poetic way, I mean assignments have been issued concerning your life. There are unseen forces moving documents into the right hands, aligning timing, stirring the hearts of individuals who will open doors for you and clearing paths you could not have cleared on your own. I have witnessed breakthroughs arrive in such precise timing that no human could have coordinated them, and the same orchestration is now unfolding around your name. Chosen one. This financial shift is not meant to overwhelm you. It is meant to stabilize you, elevate you, and position you. Do not shrink. Do not apologize. Do not second-guess whether you deserve it. Divine provision is not about deserving, it is about destiny. You are stepping into what was always marked for you, long before you felt ready for it. Take a breath and let this truth settle deep. You are not waiting for the breakthrough. The breakthrough is waiting for your readiness. And now you are ready. You are aligned. You are positioned. The acceleration has begun. Chosen one. As this divine acceleration continues, you must understand that heaven does not release this level of abundance without first securing the heart of the one who receives it. That is why your journey has included seasons of pruning, stretching, refining, and rebuilding, not to weaken you but to anchor you. Divine wealth is not simply about increase, it is about identity, purpose, and spiritual maturity. Before heaven trusts someone with overflow, it teaches them how to live without fear of lack. I know this deeply because I had to walk through the same unfolding. There was a time when every financial setback felt like a personal failure. Every delay felt like abandonment, and every unanswered prayer felt like silence. But what I couldn't see then was that heaven was training me to separate my worth from my wallet, my security from my income, and my faith from my circumstances. You, chosen one, have been walking through that same training. And now, because you passed the quiet tests, you're being positioned for the loud blessing. This is why your spirit feels different now. There is a stillness inside you that wasn't there before, a steadiness, a deeper trust, even if everything around you looks the same inside you. Something has shifted. You no longer panic the way you used to. You no longer cling to things the way you once did. You no longer see money as a lifeline, but as a tool. That transformation is not small. It is the very evidence that you are ready for what God is releasing. Chosen one. The wealth that is coming is not fragile. It is not risky. It is not temporary. It is rooted in divine intention. It is attached to your assignment. It comes with clarity, wisdom, and strategy, and it will not slip through your fingers the way past opportunities did, because you are not the same person who once struggled to hold blessing. You have been enlarged internally, and heaven responds to capacity, not desperation. You will notice in this season that opportunities arrive not to test you, but to recognize you. You will be called into rooms that match your identity, not your insecurity. People will begin to treat you according to the anointing on your life, not the circumstances you came from. And this shift will feel strange at first, because you are not used to being honored in the spaces where you were once overlooked. But accept it. Walk in it. It is not pride, it is positioning. I remember the moment I first experienced this in my own life. A door opened that should have taken years to reach. I walked into a room I hadn't campaigned for, begged for, or fought my way into. And I realized then that divine promotion has nothing to do with human effort. It has everything to do with divine timing. The same grace that carried me into that room is now preparing to carry you into yours. You are stepping into alignment with doors that fit you spiritually, financially, and purposefully. Chosen one, do not be surprised if old relationships fall away during this time. Divine wealth exposes misalignment. People who were comfortable with you struggling may not know how to handle your rising. Those who benefited from your lack may feel threatened by your overflow. This is natural, this is expected, and this is necessary. Elevation demands pruning because you cannot carry the old connections into a new dimension. Even the discomfort you feel around certain people now is a sign your spirit knows what your mind has not yet admitted. Not everyone can go where you are going. And as heaven releases this supernatural flow, you will begin noticing the subtle signs that angels are working behind the scenes. Unexpected approval on documents, delays suddenly reversing. People remembering your name out of nowhere, solutions showing up before you even articulate the problem. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. Heaven is moving with intention, and your name is on the assignment. Chosen one. The money that is coming will not bring chaos. It will bring clarity. It will not bring fear. It will bring freedom. It will not bring confusion. It will bring direction. You will feel the difference immediately because divine provision always carries peace. Peace that settles your spirit, quiets your mind, and strengthens your purpose. You will wake up with ideas, with strategy, with motivation that feels heaven-breathed. This is because abundance is not arriving to decorate your life. It is arriving to activate your assignment. Your purpose is too large for the resources you've had until now. That is why the stretching felt so severe. You were expanding to match what heaven planned to pour into you, and now you are entering the season where purpose and provision meet, where calling and capacity merge, where destiny and resources intertwine. You will no longer dream dreams that feel impossible. You will begin dreaming dreams that feel inevitable. Chosen one, lean into this truth. You are not being elevated for appearance. You are being elevated for impact. You are stepping into divine wealth not to escape hardship, but to fulfill the assignment of helping others escape theirs. Heaven does not bless selfishly. It blesses purposefully. The increase flowing into your life is meant to ripple outward into your family, your community, your legacy, and your calling. And all of this is unfolding now, not someday, not eventually, but now. Because heaven has declared that the wait is over and the release has begun. Chosen one. As this divine unfolding continues, I need you to understand something essential about supernatural provision. It does not arrive only to change your bank account. It arrives to change you. Heaven is not merely transferring wealth. Heaven is transferring identity, confidence, authority, and spiritual stature. When God begins moving money from hidden places into your life, the first transformation happens internally. Your mindset shifts. Your atmosphere shifts. Your expectations shift. And suddenly, you begin to realize that what you once saw as too big is actually aligned with who you were always meant to be. I know this reality personally because the greatest breakthroughs of my life didn't start with money. They started with a quiet, internal awakening, a whisper that said, "You are more than the limits you've lived under." That same whisper is speaking to you now. Chosen one. Divine wealth has a sound. It has a feeling. It has a presence. It carries peace, not pressure. It carries clarity, not confusion. It carries purpose, not pride. When heaven prepares you for abundance, it doesn't inflate your ego. It expands your spirit. It teaches you how to walk lightly with what others would carry heavily. And that is exactly what is happening inside of you right now. You are being strengthened for territories you have not yet entered, conversations you have not yet had, responsibilities you have not yet carried. Heaven is building the version of you that can handle the life you've prayed for. You may have noticed this in subtle ways. Your tolerance for chaos has decreased. Your desire for peace has increased. Your focus has sharpened, and your spirit has grown more sensitive to what drains you versus what nourishes you. This is not random. This is preparation. Before wealth arrives externally, God always brings order internally. I walked through this same purification season myself, feeling isolated from the familiar and strangely drawn to new perspectives, new habits, new rhythms. At the time, I didn't understand it. But looking back, I can see it clearly. Heaven was rearranging me for the harvest. And now that same rearranging is happening inside you. Chosen one. The financial shift coming toward you is intentional, not accidental. It is not compensation for suffering. It is empowerment for assignment. God is not blessing you simply because you endured. He is blessing you because you matured. Your discernment has sharpened. Your stewardship has deepened. Your humility has grown, and heaven takes all of this into account before releasing the next level. You may not feel perfect, but you are positioned. You may not feel ready, but you are aligned. Spiritual readiness rarely feels like excitement. It feels like peace. A strange confidence. A quiet knowing that something is about to break open. As this happens, expect your environment to change. Divine elevation always creates divine separation, not out of punishment, but out of protection. Some people connected to your past cannot walk with you into your future. They were aligned with your survival era, not your overflow era. Their mindset cannot handle your rising. Their insecurities would sabotage your blessings. Their motives would corrupt your opportunities. And heaven in its mercy will begin removing what your heart is tempted to hold on to. I've lived through this pruning more than once, and though it felt painful at first, it eventually became clear every removal was preparing space for something far richer, far healthier, far more aligned with my calling. The same is happening to you. Trust the pruning, trust the separation, trust the redirection, trust the inner knowing that whispers, "This no longer fits who you are becoming." Chosen. One divine wealth carries divine assignments. There are people you will help, dreams you will build, lives you will impact, opportunities you will unlock for others, things you could not do in a season of lack. Heaven does not prosper you for luxury alone. Heaven prospers you for legacy, and the legacy being built through, you will break generational limits. You are the first in your bloodline to rise to this level of spiritual and financial authority. You are the interruption to the narrative of struggle. You are the shift your ancestors prayed for but could not reach. And because of that, your elevation has spiritual weight. Pay attention to how your intuition is heightening. Ideas that once felt impossible now seem doable. Strategies that once overwhelmed you now feel within reach. Conversations that used to intimidate you no longer shake you. This is divine empowerment. The presence of God is not only near you, it is equipping you. You will begin receiving downloads of direction, sudden bursts of clarity, unexpected creative solutions. This is heaven preparing you to manage the abundance that is coming. And chosen one, understand this supernatural provision often begins with supernatural awareness. When God starts moving money toward you, He also moves wisdom toward you. He moves insight toward you. He moves connections toward you. This season will be filled with divine hints, divine nudges, divine introductions, divine timing. What others call coincidence, you will recognize as coordination. What others call chance, you will recognize as orchestration. Heaven is not improvising. Heaven is executing a plan that has been written over your life since before you were even born. As this plan unfolds, you will feel yourself stepping into a new version of you, bolder, wiser, steadier, more spiritually awake. Wealth will not change who you are. It will reveal who you were always meant to be. Chosen one. As this divine current continues to move toward you, I want you to understand that what is unfolding in your life right now is bigger than increase, bigger than breakthrough, and bigger than the relief you've been praying for. This is a spiritual repositioning. Heaven is not simply adding something to your life. Heaven is elevating the entire structure of your existence. When God moves money from hidden places into the hands of the Anointed One, it is never just about finances. It is about shifting the weight of your destiny, awakening long-dormant gifts, and ushering you into a chapter where you finally live as the person God always knew you were. And chosen one, whether you realize it or not, that person is already emerging. There is a clarity rising within you that was not present a year ago or even a few months ago. There is a strength in you now that was shaped through every quiet battle you fought alone. There is a stability in your spirit that came from the endurance you didn't think you had. You didn't just survive the waiting, you grew in it. You expanded in it. You became someone who can now carry what would have crushed you before, and heaven has taken notice. When God determines that a chosen one is ready, nothing on earth or in the realm of darkness can delay what has been appointed. In this season, you may find yourself reflecting on moments where you felt abandoned or overlooked. But hear me clearly, you were never overlooked. You were hidden for refinement, hidden for strengthening, hidden for protection, hidden until the atmosphere was safe for your emergence. When a seed is planted, it disappears from sight long before it breaks the soil. That does not mean it is inactive. It means it is growing where eyes cannot see. And you, chosen one, have been growing in secret. Heaven has been nurturing you beneath the surface, preparing you for a manifestation that will appear sudden to others, but perfectly timed in the spirit. This is why certain opportunities didn't work before. This is why doors closed, why connections dissolved, why attempts failed. It wasn't because you were unworthy. It was because the foundation had not yet solidified. Divine wealth cannot rest on unstable ground. Elevation requires inner structure. Responsibility requires spiritual backbone. Abundance requires emotional maturity. And though you may not have enjoyed the process, you have developed all three. You are no longer reacting from fear. You are responding from wisdom. You are no longer reaching for approval. You are anchored in purpose. You are no longer chasing open doors. You are learning to recognize your doors. Chosen one, the supernatural transfer moving toward your life will not confuse you. It will confirm you. It will not overwhelm you. It will align you. You are about to witness resources respond to your identity, not your effort. This is why the financial shift ahead will feel strangely natural, because your spirit has already risen to meet it. What once felt impossible will soon feel obvious. What once felt distant will feel familiar. Your spirit knows this level, even if your past does not. And understand this, heaven is not releasing abundance into your life randomly. Everything coming to you has purpose attached to it. Every dollar has an assignment. Every opportunity carries intention. Every divine connection is tied to your next dimension. This is why your intuition feels sharper right now. You are being guided even in the smallest decisions. Pay attention to the ideas that nudge your spirit. Pay attention to the sudden awareness you feel around certain people. Pay attention to the inner yes and the inner no, even when you cannot explain it. This is the Holy Spirit preparing the path for supernatural increase. I know from experience that the first sign of a divine wealth shift is not money, it is discernment. Before God trusts your hands with more, He sharpens your ability to recognize what aligns with your destiny and what threatens it. You may notice you're losing interest in distractions that once consumed you. Conversations that once drained you no longer attract you. Environments that once felt comfortable now feel too small. This isn't you being distant, it is you being transformed. Chosen. One Heaven is sending resources not only to elevate you, but to sustain the new version of you that is ready to emerge. There is a peace coming that will quiet the noise of your past. There is a clarity coming that will simplify decisions that once felt heavy. There is a favor coming that will make hard things easy and impossible things unavoidable. And as this grace flows, you will realize something deeply profound. You are no longer operating from survival mode. You are operating from overflow. This overflow will influence every corner of your life, your relationships, your creativity, your confidence, your generosity. Abundance is not something you will merely receive, it is something you will embody. And when you embody abundance, you stop begging for opportunities and begin attracting them. You stop fearing the future and begin shaping it. You stop shrinking and begin stepping fully into the identity Heaven has been preparing for you since the beginning. Chosen one, You are entering a dimension where your life will no longer reflect what you endured, but what you are destined for. And heaven is making sure nothing can interfere with this unfolding, chosen one. As the divine repositioning deepens, you must understand that what God is unfolding in your life now carries a spiritual weight far greater than financial comfort. This is a sacred reordering, a heaven-designed restructuring of your inner world, your outer world, your identity, and your destiny. When supernatural wealth begins to flow, it is not merely a resource, it is a revelation of who you truly are, what you carry, and how heaven intends to use you as a vessel of transformation. And chosen one, this revelation is coming alive in you even now, whether you fully recognize it or not. You may have sensed lately that your desires are shifting. What used to excite you no longer satisfies you. What once felt acceptable now feels misaligned. This is heaven refining your appetite. Divine elevation always requires divine appetite. Before God places abundance in your hands, He purifies your longing. He removes the taste for distractions, for chaos, for small thinking, for survival patterns. I have lived through this spiritual detox myself, and it felt like a quiet, holy rewiring. Everything that was not part of my future began falling away, not by force, but by spiritual gravity. The same thing is happening to you. Some habits are dissolving, some fears are weakening, some environments feel foreign. This is not confusion, it is calibration. Chosen one. The wealth assigned to your life requires emotional clarity. You are being trained to make decisions from wisdom, not woundedness, from purpose, not pressure, from discernment, not desperation. When God elevates someone financially, the enemy often tries to infiltrate their decisions. That is why heaven prepares your emotions first. You are being healed from scarcity, thinking, from people-pleasing, from financial trauma, from the fear that the blessing might disappear. Your heart is becoming a safe place for abundance. That safety is what ensures longevity. Not just receiving wealth, but sustaining it. Not just sustaining it, but multiplying it. And not just multiplying it, but using it to shift destinies. There may be moments where you feel strangely emotional, reflective, or sensitive. This is because God is touching places in your heart that scarcity once hardened, places that struggled with worthiness, places that feared overflow, places that believed blessing was for others, but not for you. Divine wealth exposes the lies we've lived under and then replaces them with truth. You are worthy of increase. You are worthy of stability. You are worthy of freedom, not because of what you've done, but because of who you are, anointed, chosen, appointed for such a time as this. The chosen one, pay attention to the subtle ways God is expanding your thinking. Ideas that once seemed unrealistic now feel divinely possible. You are sensing new creative solutions, new business concepts, new financial strategies, new directions that feel aligned with your spirit rather than your fear. This is heaven downloading blueprints. Every breakthrough begins as a whisper. Every financial shift begins as insight. I have felt these whispers many times, those sudden surges of clarity that seem to come out of nowhere. I learned not to dismiss them. They were previews of provision. They were heaven nudging me toward overflow, and now these same nudges are stirring inside you. Expect divine ideas to come unexpectedly while walking, cooking, resting, driving, praying, or even in moments of stillness. God often speaks the loudest in the quietest moments. These ideas are not random, they are strategic, they are seeds. They carry the potential to unlock streams that will change generations connected to your name. Chosen one, there is also a spiritual authority rising in you that you may not have noticed yet. You no longer panic the way you once did. You no longer obsess over outcomes. You no longer cling to old fears. This newfound authority is not pride, it is alignment. When your spirit aligns with divine timing, fear loses its grip. Anxiety loses its influence, doubt loses its voice. You begin to realize that what is meant for you cannot miss you, and what is not meant for you cannot harm you. This is the inner posture of someone heaven is preparing for abundance. Do not be surprised if God begins giving you supernatural peace about things that used to unsettle you. Peace is often the first sign that the blessing is near. Not excitement peace, that quiet, steady assurance that something bigger than you is moving things into place. That sense that you don't need to control, chase, or manipulate anything. Heaven is carrying what your hands once tried to hold alone. And chosen one, as this internal shift grows, your outer world will begin reflecting it. Expect people to respond to you differently. Some will be drawn to you without knowing why they are sensing the oil on your life. Others will distance themselves. They cannot handle the version of you that is emerging. Don't chase either response. Simply remain aligned. Divine wealth is not attracted to noise. It is attracted to order. You are entering a season where decisions become clearer, relationships become purer, and opportunities become easier to recognize. Not because life gets simpler, but because you get wiser. Heaven is elevating your perspective. You are no longer looking at your future through the lens of lack, but through the lens of destiny. Chosen one, this is not the end of your transformation. This is the midpoint, the moment when your inner structure solidifies and heaven prepares to introduce the next wave of supernatural movement. Chosen one. As this supernatural unfolding continues, it is time for you to recognize that heaven is not only moving resources toward you, heaven is also moving you into alignment with environments, relationships, and opportunities that match the magnitude of your calling. Divine wealth is never released into isolation. It is released into alignment. And in this season, God is aligning you with the people, places, and moments that will multiply what He is putting in your hands. Every destiny shift requires a destiny atmosphere. And chosen one, you are being moved into yours. You may have already begun to notice that the people around you are changing. Some are drifting away slowly without drama or explanation. Others have been removed abruptly, almost jarringly. And while part of you may feel the sting of loss or confusion, something deeper in your spirit knows the truth. They were tied to your old level, not your new one. The version of you that struggled to break through is not the same version stepping into overflow. And heaven cannot allow voices of doubt, jealousy, manipulation, or limitation to surround a chosen one rising into divine authority. Every departure is protection. Every separation is preparation. I have lived through seasons where God removed people I thought were essential to my story. It was painful. It was disorienting. It felt like subtraction. But later, I realized it was multiplication in disguise. When God is preparing you for supernatural increase, He eliminates every person who would mishandle the blessing, misuse the access, or misunderstand the anointing. You cannot pour new oil into old skins, and you cannot carry divine wealth into relationships built on scarcity thinking. So if you feel alone in this season, understand this: you are not abandoned. You are being recalibrated for connection that matches your calling. Heaven is clearing the room for what is coming. Chosen one, as these shifts unfold, you will begin sensing a new level of spiritual boldness rising in you. Not arrogance, but authority. An inner knowing that you are not walking blindly, you are being guided. An inner certainty that you are not stepping into unfamiliar territory alone. Angels are going before you, preparing the way, securing the path, softening hearts and aligning circumstances. You will begin to feel this supernatural confidence, even in the midst of uncertainty. That's how you know heaven is involved. You feel steadiness before seeing evidence. Your discernment will also sharpen in ways that may surprise you. You will suddenly see people's intentions more clearly. You will sense spiritual atmospheres more quickly. You will recognize opportunities that carry God's signature and avoid the ones that mimic blessing but lead to bondage. Divine wealth requires divine discernment, and heaven is equipping you with exactly that, chosen one. This next part may challenge you, but it is necessary. God is also elevating your standards. The standard of how you speak to yourself, the standard of what you tolerate, the standard of how you manage your time, the standard of the environments you allow yourself to remain in, the standard of what you say yes and no to. Abundance demands higher standards because increase cannot flourish where negligence, chaos, or self-doubt rule. You are no longer operating from survival mode, you are operating from stewardship. And stewardship requires intentionality. This is why you may feel the urge to clean your surroundings, organize your finances, restructure your schedule, or simplify your commitments. These impulses are not random, they are prophetic. Heaven prepares the external as a reflection of the internal. When divine wealth approaches, God often instructs his people to make room. Making room is not just physical, it is emotional, spiritual, mental, relational, and energetic. Pay attention to the sudden desire to rest. Rest is not laziness, it is receptivity. God often downloads clarity, strategy, and next steps in moments of stillness. Pay attention to the increase in your desire for solitude. Solitude is not isolation, it is incubation. God births new identity in quiet spaces. Pay attention to the moments where you feel drawn to step back from noise or drama. That detachment is not avoidance, it is elevation. Chosen one heaven is also developing your financial intuition. There will be moments where you sense strongly that certain opportunities are for you, even if they seem small. And there will be moments where you sense you must decline something, even if it looks lucrative. Divine wealth is not built on logic alone. It is built on obedience, and obedience requires sensitivity. You are learning to move with the rhythm of the Spirit, not the pressure of circumstances. You are learning to trust the inner pause and the inner proceed. You are learning to operate as someone who is guided, not someone who is guessing. And that shift alone is a sign that abundance is near, because provision follows obedience like a shadow follows light. Expect divine connections to appear soon. People who speak your next level language. People who carry wisdom in areas you are stepping into. People who see your value without explanation. People who do not drain you but sharpen you. These connections will feel easy, organic, heaven-sent. They will speak life into your assignment and help position you for opportunities you could not reach alone. This is not favoritism, it is kingdom alignment. And chosen one, prepare your spirit for this truth. The same God who has been preparing you privately is about to endorse you publicly. The version of you that has been growing in the shadows is about to emerge with strength, clarity, and divine confidence. Heaven has been shaping you quietly, so that when the blessing arrives loudly, you will not shrink from it, you will stand in it. Chosen one. As you move deeper into this supernatural shift, it's important to realize that what God is orchestrating in your life is not meant to be temporary. This is not a fleeting moment of blessing. This is a divine restructuring of how provision flows to you, how opportunities find you, how favor surrounds you, and how abundance operates through your identity. You are entering a season of sustained elevation, not sudden spikes followed by droughts. And to walk in this new level heaven is transforming not just your circumstances, but your very capacity to receive. You may already feel this transformation unfolding within you. Thoughts that once limited you no longer hold the same power. Fears that once kept you small are losing their grip. Old narratives of unworthiness or inadequacy are beginning to crumble. This is not random. This is spiritual surgery. Heaven is removing the internal barriers that would have sabotaged your blessing. Because before God places overflow in your hands, He ensures there is no inner voice left to convince you that you do not deserve it. You are being prepared not only to receive abundance, but to feel at home in abundance. Chosen one. Let me tell you something from my own journey. There was a time when blessings came into my life, but I would shrink under them. I would question whether I was ready, whether I belonged, whether I could sustain them. And because I felt unworthy internally, I could not hold externally what heaven placed before me. God had to teach me this truth. Your blessing is secure when your identity is secure. That same truth is being written in your spirit right now. You are being shaped into someone who does not flinch when favor appears, someone who recognizes that increase is not an accident but a birthright. This is why heaven is intensifying your awareness. You're seeing yourself differently. You're noticing what drains you more quickly. You're catching old patterns before they take root. You're recognizing behaviors that once attracted lack and now repel abundance. This heightened awareness is spiritual maturity. It is a sign that your inner world has finally caught up to your divine calling. And now that your identity aligns with heaven's intention, the external manifestation can accelerate without fear of you losing yourself in the blessing. Chosen one. Prepare for this next part. Heaven is about to expand your influence, not for ego, but for assignment. When divine wealth moves into your life, it doesn't only change your personal world, it expands your capacity to impact the world of others. You will notice more people drawn to your voice, your wisdom, your presence. Some will seek guidance, some will seek partnership, some will simply feel safer around you without knowing why. This is because you are entering a dimension where your presence itself carries breakthrough, where your story becomes a prophetic blueprint, where your elevation becomes evidence of what God can do through someone who remained faithful. And do not be surprised if platforms you never pursued begin opening. Divine elevation is not something you chase, it is something that rises to meet you. The spotlight that once felt intimidating will now feel like an assignment. And when you speak, you will speak with an authority shaped not by theory, but by lived experience. People may see the blessing, but they will feel the journey. That authenticity is what gives your voice power, chosen one. This is also the season where your creativity is being awakened. Ideas you never had space for will begin bubbling up. New streams of income will reveal themselves not through strain, but through inspiration. Your mind will feel more open, more alive, more imaginative. This is heaven unlocking the creative part of you that was once numbed by survival mode. When you no longer live in fear of lack, your spirit becomes free to innovate, to dream, to design, to build. And those creative sparks are not random, they are the seeds of the very financial streams God is establishing for your future. Expect divine partnerships as well. The people rising toward you now are not competitors, they are collaborators. They are individuals whose gifts complement yours, whose vision aligns with yours, whose integrity matches your calling. You will not need to force these connections. They will flow. They will feel easy. They will carry peace. They will open doors no effort could open. Heaven is forming alliances around you that will accelerate your purpose. And, chosen one, understand this deeply. Heaven is not only bringing people into your life, it is also bringing resources designed specifically for your next chapter. Tools, training, wisdom, finances, mentorship, insight. Things you once thought inaccessible will suddenly feel within reach. You will find yourself learning faster, understanding deeper, and moving with a confidence that surprises even you. All of this is happening because God is not preparing you for a moment. He is preparing you for a mantle. You are not being positioned for temporary overflow. You are being positioned for sustainable generational abundance. The kind of increase that not only changes your life, but rewrites the trajectory of every life connected to your name. Chosen one. Heaven is not just blessing you, it is establishing you. Chosen one. As this divine awakening deepens, you must understand that heaven is not simply releasing wealth to you. Heaven is releasing wealth through you. This is where the shift becomes transformative. This is where abundance evolves from something you hope for into something you embody. This is where you stop seeing yourself as someone reaching for breakthrough and begin seeing yourself as someone who carries breakthrough. The anointed ones are never merely recipients, they are conduits. And in this season, God is shaping you into a vessel capable of hosting, sustaining, and multiplying supernatural increase. You may feel it already, the sense that you are being entrusted with something sacred, not just money, but influence, not just opportunities, but assignments. Not just connections, but responsibilities that come wrapped in purpose. And with every new revelation, every moment of clarity, every internal shift, heaven is gently whispering to your spirit, prepare. You will be handling more than you ever imagined. This preparation is not meant to intimidate you, it is meant to elevate you. Because abundance without identity leads to fear, but abundance with identity leads to destiny. Chosen one, you are entering a season where doors will not just open, they will remain open. Opportunities will not just appear, they will expand. Resources will not trickle, they will flow. And with each wave of blessing, your spirit will rise to meet the moment. This is not the breakthrough of someone barely holding on. This is the breakthrough of someone who has been rebuilt from the inside out. Someone who has learned endurance, someone who has developed wisdom, someone who has cultivated patience, discernment, and inner strength. Heaven takes note of such growth, and heaven rewards it. There is a powerful truth you must hold close. Your elevation is not happening in isolation. When God blesses a chosen one, entire networks, families, communities, and generations feel the impact. The overflow flowing into your life will not stop with you. It will touch everything connected to your name. People who once doubted you will witness transformation. Those who stood with you will benefit from the flow, and even those who left you will be forced to acknowledge that God's hand was on your life the entire time. But here is something many do not understand. Before elevation expands outward, it deepens inward. You will notice yourself becoming more anchored, more grounded, more spiritually aware. You will sense when something is aligned and when it is not. You will no longer question whether you belong in rooms of influence. You will recognize that heaven placed you there. You will no longer shrink yourself for the comfort of others. You will walk in quiet confidence. You will no longer explain your calling. You will simply live it. Chosen one, expect your habits to change. High levels require high-level discipline. You may feel pulled toward healthier routines, better stewardship, deeper prayer, clearer boundaries, and wiser decisions. You may feel urged to simplify your life, letting go of clutter obligations and distractions. This is not mere preference. This is prophetic restructuring. Heaven is building a life that can support the magnitude of what's coming. And yes, expect resistance. Elevation always stirs opposition, not because the enemy is powerful, but because your breakthrough is threatening. You may notice small moments of misunderstanding, unexpected tension, or subtle spiritual interference. Don't fear it, recognize it. Resistance is confirmation. Pressure is proof of progress. And spiritual tension is often a sign that you are approaching territory the enemy hoped you'd never reach. Walk forward anyway. Heaven is backing you. Chosen one, prepare for divine recognition. People who once overlooked your gifts will suddenly see your value. Individuals who ignored your potential will be drawn to your wisdom. Opportunities that once felt impossible will feel undeniable. And all of it will unfold organically, not through striving, but through alignment. You will begin to understand that supernatural favor is not forced. It flows, it rests, it settles on those who have been refined. Your creativity will sharpen, your voice will strengthen, your vision will become clearer than ever before. You will begin imagining things you once feared. You will start planning for expansion instead of survival. You will speak with authority instead of hesitation. And as this new version of you appears, heaven will respond by releasing provision that matches your identity. For the first time, you will not feel overwhelmed by opportunity, you will feel prepared for it. You will not fear responsibility, you will embrace it. You will not question whether you deserve abundance. You will understand that abundance was always part of your divine blueprint, chosen one. What is happening to you now is not luck, not coincidence, not a fleeting emotional moment. This is divine activation. Heaven is lifting you into your next chapter with intention, precision, and supernatural timing. And everything you've endured until now has shaped you for this moment. Do not doubt the shift. You are becoming the version of yourself that heaven has been waiting for. Chosen one. As you move into this next wave of divine transformation, understand this heaven is not merely adjusting the trajectory of your finances. Heaven is rewriting the very architecture of your destiny. You are stepping into a chapter that was prepared long before you ever faced struggle, heartbreak, or delay. Every tear, every setback, every unanswered prayer was working silently to carve out the spiritual depth required to carry what is being released now. Sometimes the greatest breakthroughs are born from seasons that felt barren, and the greatest abundance appears in lives that have tasted lack. Why? Because only those who have walked through scarcity can truly steward overflow with reverence, wisdom, and purpose. And chosen one, you are one of them. What God is doing in your life now is strategic. Nothing is wasted, nothing is random. You are being ushered into a future uniquely tailored to the strength, resilience, and insight your past has produced. Every hardship stripped away the unnecessary. Every disappointment exposed the truth. Every painful transition purified your motives. And now you stand at the threshold of a divine unveiling, a moment where what was once invisible is about to become undeniable. Chosen one. The wealth being transferred into your life is not just meant to elevate your circumstances, it is meant to elevate your thinking. You are beginning to dream differently. Your goals are expanding. Your imagination is waking up. This is not accidental. The Holy Spirit is enlarging your inner capacity, preparing your mind to hold visions too big for your past, but perfectly suited for your future. You will begin thinking in terms of legacy instead of just livelihood expansion, instead of survival partnerships, instead of isolation. This shift in thought is spiritual in nature. Abundance always begins in the mind before it appears in the world. And as your thinking rises, your spiritual sensitivity will deepen. You will feel the presence of God guiding you more clearly. You will sense when something is for you and when it is not. You will feel divine warnings and divine invitations with greater clarity. This heightened intuition is not just maturity. It is evidence that heaven is training you for the kind of influence that requires precision. Divine opportunities demand divine awareness, and you are being equipped to recognize what others overlook. Chosen one. You may also notice your energy changing. Environments that once felt comfortable now feel draining. Conversations that once entertained you now feel empty. Patterns you once tolerated now feel heavy. This is because your spirit is outgrowing what your past normalized. When a chosen one rises, misalignment becomes increasingly unbearable. God is not punishing you, He is preparing you. By making old spaces feel uncomfortable, He is nudging you toward the spaces that match your new level. Rise with the shift rather than resisting it. This is also the season where God begins to reveal why certain things didn't work before. The missed opportunities, the closed doors, the unanswered questions, they were all divine redirections. Heaven was not withholding from you. Heaven was protecting what was for you. Some opportunities fail because they were too small for your assignment. Some relationships fall apart because they would collapse under the weight of your calling. Some seasons feel empty because God is clearing the ground for something bigger. Let this bring peace to your heart. Nothing meant for you was ever lost. Chosen one, as God expands you, He will also begin to expand the resources connected to you. But these resources will not arrive chaotically. They will arrive with confirmation. You will know something is from God when it comes with peace, alignment, and clarity. The wealth being released into your life will not confuse you or overwhelm you. It will fit. It will feel natural, even if it is miraculous. This is because heaven equips the chosen ones to grow into their blessing, not drown under it. You are being positioned to handle opportunities that once would have intimidated you. You will find yourself speaking with confidence you never had, negotiating with clarity you never knew, stepping into rooms you once feared, and carrying yourself with authority you once doubted. This is not pride, it is spiritual maturity. You are walking in the identity heaven has been building inside you for years. Chosen one, do not be surprised if you begin attracting people and opportunities that match your level of transformation. The more aligned you become, the more aligned your environment becomes. You will meet individuals who see your value instantly, who speak destiny into you, who invest in you without hesitation, who open doors without expecting repayment. These are divine connections. Heaven-sent partnerships. People assigned to help activate the next dimension of your purpose. And through all this, remember, abundance is not coming to you because of luck. It is coming through you because of alignment. You are stepping into the life heaven has been shaping around you, one layer at a time. Chosen one, the ground beneath your feet is shifting, but it is shifting in your favor. What is rising now is not just wealth, it is identity, authority, legacy, and divine positioning. You are being lifted, secured, and prepared for a future worthy of everything you survived. Chosen one. As you continue moving into this extraordinary realm of divine increase, you must understand that heaven is not simply positioning you to receive abundance. Heaven is positioning you to govern it. This is the stage of your journey where God begins to solidify your authority, sharpen your discernment, and deepen your spiritual wisdom so that you can operate not as someone who stumbled into blessing, but as someone trusted to steward a kingdom-level assignment. Many can receive abundance, but only the anointed ones can carry it without losing themselves. And you, chosen one, are being shaped into someone who can carry more than you ever imagined without being shaken. In this season, you will feel an undeniable shift in how you respond to pressure. Situations that once would have caused panic, doubt, or confusion will no longer hold the same power. This newfound calmness is not because your life suddenly became easier, it is because your spirit has matured. Heaven has strengthened your inner foundation. You are not reacting from fear anymore. You're responding from clarity. You're not moving from emotional impulse. You're moving with spiritual intelligence. The same storms that once threatened you will now reveal your growth. This is what happens when God elevates a chosen one. Your internal world stabilizes long before the external breakthrough manifests, and once that internal stability is established, the outer world begins to mirror it. Opportunities stop slipping through your fingers. Relationships become healthier. Ideas gain traction. Doors that once felt sealed now open with supernatural ease. This is because divine wealth is attracted to order, peace, and alignment, not chaos. Chosen one. This is also the stage where you begin to walk differently. You speak with more intention. You think with more wisdom. You move with more spiritual awareness. You feel less rushed, less desperate, less afraid of missing out. This is because you now understand something deeply. What is ordained for you cannot be taken, delayed, or intercepted. This revelation becomes a shield around your mind. You no longer cling to things out of fear. You release them out of trust. You no longer chase opportunities. You discern them. You no longer tolerate misalignment. You recognize it instantly and step back with confidence. You will also start noticing that your spirit is more sensitive to the assignments attached to your future. You will begin seeing patterns where others see coincidence. You will feel divine nudges guiding your steps, subtle but unmistakable. Your dreams may grow clearer. Your inner voice may grow louder. Your intuition will sharpen in ways that feel almost supernatural. This is because heaven is training you to recognize provision at its earliest stage, not just when it fully manifests. Abundance is often disguised as instruction, as movement, as transition, as opportunity, hidden inside inconvenience. And you are becoming someone who can see beyond the surface. Chosen. One, understand this: as your capacity grows, heaven expands your territory. You may start to sense that the space around your life is enlarging your influence, your voice, your reach, your impact. People will begin seeking your insight because you carry wisdom forged in seasons of struggle and refined by divine revelation. This influence is not accidental, it is a mantle. Heaven is giving you authority in areas where you once felt insecure. You are stepping into a leadership role that does not require titles. Your presence itself will carry weight. But with elevation comes purification. God will reveal areas where old habits cannot follow you into new territory. You may feel prompted to manage your time differently, to protect your energy more fiercely, to be mindful of what you consume mentally and spiritually. This is not restriction, it is refinement. Just as a gardener trims branches to help a plant grow stronger, God is removing anything that cannot support the weight of your future harvest. Relationships will shift again at this stage, but not out of pain, out of clarity. You will discern who is aligned with your destiny and who is assigned only to your history. You will release people without bitterness. You will walk away from environments without guilt. You will recognize that loyalty to your calling must come before loyalty to your comfort. And as you do, heaven will send new people who meet you at your level, who support your growth, who carry integrity, who encourage your assignment rather than distract you from it. Chosen one, you are also entering a season where your creative power becomes activated. Your ideas will multiply. Your vision will expand. You will feel drawn to build, design, innovate, and step into new expressions of purpose. This is not random ambition. This is divine design. The wealth coming to you is intended to fuel these visions, and the visions themselves are the blueprint for your next chapter. And perhaps most importantly, this is the stage where gratitude becomes your atmosphere. Not because everything is perfect, but because you feel heaven moving. You sense the shift. You recognize the alignment. You feel the momentum building beneath the surface. Gratitude becomes your grounding force, your spiritual anchor, your reminder that everything unfolding is part of a bigger story, one you were chosen to carry. Chosen. One, you are not nearing the end of this transformation. You are entering the dimension where everything God promised begins taking shape in undeniable, irreversible ways, and heaven is preparing you to hold it with strength, wisdom, and grace. Chosen one, as you step into this final phase of the divine shift, understand this deeply. Heaven has not been preparing you for a moment. Heaven has been preparing you for a movement. What is unfolding in your life now is not a temporary visitation of blessing, but the establishment of an entirely new spiritual and financial reality. You are transitioning from a season of request into a season of rulership, from waiting into walking, from hoping into holding. Everything that once felt distant is coming near, and everything that once felt impossible is becoming inevitable. You are stepping into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. This is the stage where the anointed ones begin to see the fingerprints of God on every detail. You will look back and realize that nothing was random, not the delays, not the heartbreaks, not the quiet seasons, not the closed doors. Every moment was a divine thread woven into the tapestry of your elevation. You were being carved, shaped, stretched, and refined so that when this supernatural increase arrived, you would meet it with strength instead of fear, with confidence instead of hesitation, with clarity instead of confusion. Heaven has built you for this. In this phase, you will feel a new kind of peace settle over your life. Not the fragile peace that comes from circumstances cooperating, but the unshakable peace that comes from knowing you are moving in divine timing. This peace is confirmation. It is the sign that your spirit has finally aligned with the abundance that has been pursuing you. You will feel more grounded, more centered, more certain. Decisions that once overwhelmed you will now feel simple. Paths that once intimidated you will now feel chosen. You will walk with an internal steadiness that can only come from God's hand guiding every step. Chosen one. This is also the season where you will begin to witness restoration in ways that take your breath away. Not just financial restoration, but emotional, spiritual, relational, and generational restoration. The areas where you once felt broken will become the areas where you shine the brightest. The places that once carried shame will become sources of testimony. The wounds that once weakened you will now speak wisdom into others. Heaven is not only elevating you, it is healing you, completing you, and positioning you to lead others into their own breakthroughs. You will notice too that your influence begins to expand without effort. Your presence will carry a weight that others feel, even if they cannot explain it. Doors will open simply because you walked toward them. Favor will appear simply because your name was mentioned. Rooms that once seemed too large will now feel like the exact place you were always meant to stand. This is what happens when heaven endorses a life opportunity. No longer becomes something you chase. It becomes something drawn to you. But perhaps the most beautiful part of this final phase is the transformation of your self-perception. You will no longer see yourself as someone who barely survived seasons of lack, but as someone entrusted with overflow. You will no longer see yourself as someone who needed rescue, but as someone God now uses to rescue others. You will no longer identify with the struggle, but with the strength it produced. Divine identity is settling on you like oil, thick, undeniable, unmistakable. Chosen one, prepare for divine clarity to become your new normal. Answers will come quickly. Directions will unfold naturally. What once confused you will now make perfect sense. You will see the purpose behind every closed door and the blessing inside every delay. You will realize that heaven was not withholding from you. It was positioning you for more than you knew to ask for. And now, as this supernatural transfer becomes visible in your life, remember, this abundance is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of your assignment. You are not being blessed only to rise. You are being blessed to build, to impact, to transform, to restore what was lost in your bloodline, to become a living testimony of God's faithfulness and provision. Chosen one, the hidden places are opening. The divine resources are moving. The supernatural doors are responding to your name. Walk forward with confidence, with reverence, with expectation. Your destiny has reached its appointed hour. Chosen one. As we close this moment together, receive this in your spirit. The supernatural transfer has already begun. You are standing in your kairos moment, your divinely appointed season, where hidden things are revealed, released, and rerouted into your life by the hand of God Himself. Walk forward with open hands and an awakened heart, for heaven has marked you for overflow strategy and sacred increase. Anointed one, may clarity rise within you, may peace surround you, and may divine confirmation meet you at every step. What is coming will not confuse you, it will complete you. Stay aligned, stay expectant, stay faithful to the path God is illuminating beneath your feet. If this word stirred your spirit, share it, comment below, or subscribe, not as routine, but as an act of agreement with what heaven has spoken over your life. Go in grace, chosen one. Your new chapter has begun.